Hello! I am doing a live tonight and I'm going to do this little black canvas because it looks like chalkboard. So you can see it's a canvas. And I'm going to do it as reverse. So yeah, you can see the frame on the inside, how pretty it is, and then like what it's going to look like when it's done. And I have this is the truck add-on transfer, but the truck won't fit on here. So I'm just going to use some of the words and stuff on here because it's pretty cool. And I was thinking of doing the one that says like gone fishing and stuff, and maybe the fishing poles, and make it fun. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I hope you guys will join me, and if you want to give it a share and a like, and then I'll give you guys some shout outs later after the video, and give me some comments below on how you think it's going. I'm going to tilt this down like I usually do so you can see what I'm doing. So to do a reverse canvas, first things first is we have to remove the staples. So, well, we don't have to remove them. I'm going to show you two ways of doing this. So first thing is I'm going to remove this corner staple just because it is holding down two of the two layers of canvas. And then for the rest of it, I'm just going to cut the canvas. So let me get the corners done first. Hey Janice, can't wait to start seeing your projects too. And this, like I was saying, this is the reverse canvas. This is just a nice, easy way to make some nice signs. I don't think a lot of people realize that inside the canvas, there's a wooden frame, and it's like really pretty. It's got a nice beveled edge to it. And here they hide it away underneath all this canvas. Okay, so I got my corner ones out. So now what I'm going to do is just cut the rest. That way it's just a lot easier. Okay, so I'm hoping that you guys will help me with this too, because I'm going to have some questions on probably where I should maybe put this fishing sign. So here's what I do. I just take a nice straight trim down the side. You can also pull each staple out if you want to. I've done it both ways. Just to save my fingers a little bit. Hey Aunt Jan, can't wait to come down and make some projects with you guys. But like I was saying, just to save your fingers a little bit, I get some battle wounds when I start pulling staples too much. I probably should wear gloves, you know. Why would I do something smart when I could do it quick? Alright, we are getting there. And the nice thing with this canvas too is if it like rips a little, we got lots of room here. All we need to do is go up to the frame, so it doesn't matter. Alright, so if you guys, if you have any projects in mind, I don't know if you saw, but we got our new summer package came out today, and there's one that's called Mom Boss, and I just think it is so adorable. I think it'll make really cute t-shirts, and so that's my plan. When I get it, I'll do a video of a nice t-shirt, my mom boss, because I am the mom boss. Don't tell Eva though. And then there's also, in one of the newer ones that came out today too, is a real pretty Paris one. And you know, with the horrible tragedy that happened today, I feel like that's gonna be a nice one I can do, and you know, with some hearts around it. Lisa, you're a mom boss too? That's right. I have to get that mom boss one. I think that is just like perfect. I think it also says like squad, so you can switch up like if you don't want mom boss, maybe like mom squad or something. But I think it's so freaking cute. I can't wait to get it. Or even like a cute little tote bag, you know, and then I can carry around some my mom's stuff you know, in my mom bag, and I'll be the mom boss. Okay, so here, as you can see, we got the staples out, and so this is the frame. So when you flip this over, you can see it has this really pretty beveled edge. So what I'm gonna do is paint this frame, and then we're gonna chalk on here, and when we're done, we're gonna put the frame back on top. So it's gonna be super pretty. So one thing that I have learned, let me get this out of the way so I don't cut myself. One thing that I have learned is chalk does not stick very good to canvas. So I recommend treating it first, and I use Mod Podge. This is the dishwasher safe because I was also using this for wine glasses. That's why I figured it'll be double use for me. I actually thought about putting some glitter on this too. Oops, I just got some of that on the table. So what I do is just a nice thin coat on here, and I'm just gonna do this first so it'll dry while I paint my frame. So it's just it's clear, it'll dry clear, and it just gives it a nice grip. I know other people have said that they sand their surface first instead of prepping it, and it works too. I've never tried that. I would be so afraid that if I started to sand this, that it would knock some of the color off of here. I don't know, maybe not, but. So that's it, simple layer, and this preps it. So now when I put my transfer on here and my chalk paste, it'll stick. Okay, so I'm gonna move this for now. And I'm going to do my frame, and I'm gonna paint this first. So here's the transfer that I'm gonna use. I wanna use like this part here, the Gone Fishing, and then there's some like fishing poles down here, and maybe even like this canoe. So I'm not 100% sure on the color of this frame yet. I should probably just keep it like neutral with brown. What I'm gonna do is my usual paint technique. Oh, I'm gonna do white. And then I just rub it with a towel, and so it almost makes it look like a stain, and it dries like really fast. I'm actually going to cheat and flip this over and use this so that I don't get paint everywhere. And here we go. So I have this little rag, and I just have this little tube of paint is what I'm going to use today. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab another brush so I can paint it on first. I'm just going to apply my paint right to my frame, get this going quick so it'll dry quick. That's what I want. I got to do the outside edge. I don't have to do the back because that's going against the canvas, but I got to do the inside edge too because that will be seen. So I'm going to paint this on, and then I'm going to rub it down with a towel afterwards. So I hope everybody had a good Monday. I've actually been really busy today, and then had to get some groceries, and the grocery store was absolutely insane, I'm assuming for Easter. I need ones that say Grandma or Nana. I have one that says, well, no, I don't. It says grandkids, I think. So I'm sure we could tweak it because I have letters too, to where we could just use the letters and spell out Nana on that. So that would work. Oh, Janice, so this frame is what came inside the canvas. So this is the reverse canvas application or like project that I'm doing. So this is to show that these canvases, they are they hide this. They hide this away on the inside, this beautiful frame that you don't even know about. All you do is when you peel off the canvas from here, and then you flip this over. So when you buy a canvas, the back, here, let me get this paint going real quick before I flip it over. Because knowing me, I'll probably spill it, drip it, or who knows. Yeah, I'm just trying to get this like a thin coat because I don't want this to be bright white. I want it to be more of a whitewash. But this is what comes inside canvas. So once you peel it off and just flip it over, it's pretty cool. It's a nice, really nice frame that you have to work with. So this is what you see when you buy a canvas. You see this ugly side. They don't show you this awesome beveled edge on the inside. I did actually at Michael's the other day, I saw that they're selling reverse canvas kits, and I was just cracking up because I'm assuming that they probably are seeing a lot of people doing like reverse canvases on like Pinterest or something, and so now they're selling it as a kit, which is essentially a canvas that's taken apart. I had to laugh when I saw that. Oh, Michael's, they try. Have you ever noticed sometimes when you go into Michael's, a lot of their like home goods, their pre-made signs are a lot of the transfers or like very similar sayings and transfers and stuff that Couture has. So it just always kind of makes me laugh a little bit, and I wonder if like, you know, if they somehow maybe they're all sharing the same ideas or what, I don't know. It just kind of cracks me up. Okay, so there is my quick white wash. And so now I'm ready to chalk my design. So I'm going to set this off to the side so this can dry. And I'm going to bring back over my canvas, but first I need to cut this apart so that I know what I'm doing here. Oh, there's even like Surf's Up on here. That's cool. This is a really awesome, this is called the Summer Truck Add-on, in case you were wondering. So the vintage truck has 3, maybe 4 different add-ons, and the point of these is because the bed of the truck, you can put stuff in it. So their fall one has like the farmer's market, and you can do apples or hay or pumpkins, really cute. And then their Christmas one has like the Christmas tree, but it also has like snowboards and stuff. And then this is summer. There was one for spring that was like Easterish. It had flowers and I don't even remember what else it had. It had like other stuff to go in the bed of the truck. Oh, hearts. That's right. It had hearts for like Valentine's Day or shamrocks. But then a bunch of other like just decorative stuff. Okay, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to put that here. I'm not going to use Surf's Up. I'm going to use Gone Fishin'. And put that here. And then I'm going to use this boat. Sorry, canoe. It's a canoe. Why would I call it a boat? I'm going to use this too, I think, because I think it's cute and it goes with the whole theme. Okay, so let's get this out of here for right now. Just throw it on the floor. I'm in my kitchen because this has a better lighting for lives, but it's not as big of space as I normally have for working on these projects. Okay, so here we go. We are ready. We got everything cut apart. Let's just slide this over here. I'm gonna get this paint out of here too. I need chalk paste. Just got stuff everywhere. Oh, that was my squeegee. Okay, here is my canvas. Hey Rebecca, how are you doing? Wait, I missed a comment. Janice, no. This actually came black. at Michael's they had both. They had the white and the black. So this is another one here. This is still in the plastic. So you can see, like, that's how it comes. You know, it's already black. Hey Melissa, how's it going? So this is already black, which is good because I did not want to paint that. So, all right, let me get some. All right, so here's one thing to remember when you do this. So instead of laying out your design, you got to remember your frame. Oh, I was like, oh my God, I lost the frame already. Okay, so you got to remember your frame space, and then how much? I don't remember. They were on sale when I got them. I think they were like buy one get one. So they weren't bad. I would say look at their, go on their app and look and see if they're having a sale. They might. Oh, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to cut this, I think. Let's see. Yep, that's not gonna work. Darn it. Going fishing is not gonna fit. So I'm gonna cut it. So yeah, I would just say check it out and see if they're having a sale on them. I think right now they're just having a sale on frames, but I'm sure they'll bring it back. So here is, I'm gonna make this canoe. Wait, what is that? That's a weird looking thing right there. I wonder if this is supposed to like go upside down or something. I might leave off these handles here. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure what that is supposed to be. Or this. But I like the canoe. So I'm going to use the canoe. I might even do it like on an angle or something. And then I also have the fishing poles, which could work here too, sticking out of the canoe. So we just have to first start with, remember not to go outside of my square, or whatever does go outside of the square won't be able to see. Yeah, see, these are little fishing poles, and that is supposed to go on the bed of the truck, but I want to use it on here with the canoe. Okay, so I'm going to give myself a quick little cheat in here, just so that I kind of remember where my surface is, how much room I have. And so I'm just going to use pen, because I'll be able to see it enough to know. But once I go and put this frame on top, you won't be able to see it. Okay, so there we go. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna peel this off first, just to get a better idea of how it's gonna look. And so part of this is gonna get cut off. So I think I'm going to do it actually kind of curved like this, which I think is going to be okay. I think it's going to actually look kind of nice like that. So I'm going to spread this down. I'm really not, I kind of almost feel like I should look that up and see what that is. I'm going to do the canoe in gray though. It just needs some gray. Here's some gray. And I don't want to get these little edges here. So one trick that I have learned is whenever you have all this extra on here, like this extra for my transfer, I'm going to trim this and I'm going to use it to my advantage. So this will help keep me from bumping these pieces whenever I am putting on my paste. So I have that there. I'm gonna, I guess, do that, and then I don't know. This is so weird. I don't know what that almost like looks like. Some kind of, I'm assuming it's like a strap, probably to hold it on to the truck, but I want to use these fishing poles, so I kind of don't want to do this part either. So let me see if I have, oh, I have tape too. I can use tape. I'm going to tape this off so that you can't see it. And then we'll just cover that part up. Of course, if I can get my tape. Find the end of this tape, which feels like it's right there. Oh, I just love this. This is my favorite. There it is. Okay, so let's cover up this side first. Just gonna kind of do it like this. Cover that. Okay. And then I'm gonna cover this. There we go. All right, we're set. Let me check my gray here. We had this gray the other night, or Saturday. So on Saturday we had a fundraiser for Albion Grace United Church, Methodist United Church, and it turned out really well. We had a nice turnout. We had 13 ladies show up, and everybody got to pick their design ahead of time, but then we had all the other, I took basically everything I have in stock. And so everybody kind of, you know, if they wanted to change their mind, they could. So it was actually really fun to see all the different designs and everybody's, you know, visions on how they all look, and everything turned out really, really awesome. The church raised a good amount of money too, and that was going for their youth missions. And you know, it's always like a neat idea if anybody's looking for some sort of fundraiser for either a church or a school or anything like that. It also makes a fun girls' night if, you know, you're looking for something to do on a Friday or a Saturday and want to get together with the girls and grab some wine, grab some snacks, just have a fun night. Just get a hold of me and we'll plan it. We have some locations if you don't want to do it at your own house too. Okay, let's check out our canoe. So there's our cool little canoe. I think it's neat. It's going to be fun looking. I might even use something else after for like those poles too, but for right now, we'll see how this goes. I never have a plan. If you've watched any of my lives before, you know I don't normally have a plan before I start. I just go. Okay, so here's a nice quick way. Keep your wipes handy. So if you want to either reuse a transfer, you can wipe it off. Or I want to use my squeegee again. So I'm just going to use my wipe off my chalk paste. There we go. Now it's ready to use again. Let me wipe that off. I dripped a couple little things on there. Okay, so I'm gonna look at the top. I'm gonna probably keep a lot of this like plain colors. So I wanna do bait shop, and I like gone fishing. So I don't know if I should do gone fishing, or I could, oh no, that won't fit, darn it. Gone fishing. It's gonna have to go like this, I think. And then bait shop. I don't know. Or maybe I can do bait shop down here in the corner. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. So normally I always say fuzz your transfers before you use them, but since we're using a canvas, it already has a texture to it. It's actually okay. You can use it without fuzzing first. So this I need to get as close to the edge as I can. I want to see if I can get this on here too. I don't know. Maybe I could put it right here, which is fun. I'm just covering up that E. So I might just do this first and then peel it. So I think I'm gonna just do this one in white. Keep it simple. So these are the nice big sizes. They're only the white, black, and the gray come in sizes this big. But if it's a color you're gonna be using a lot, like white obviously is one of my most used colors, white and black, I highly suggest getting one of these. I just recently actually threw away my other white one that was that big, just because it was, see, I got it last July, so it was almost a year old, and it was just starting to get like a weird smell to it. And I think it's because I put tap water in it, because they say if you're going to water your paste down, which I do for a lot of my colors that are my pastes that seem like they're really thick, I like to water them down a little bit just so they don't dry really fast. And so I did water down my white, but I just used like tap water. And so I'm guessing that made it turn, I don't know, maybe the chemicals in it or something. I don't know. It was a very weird situation, but it started to smell. And like I said, granted, I got it in July. So I've had it since July, and it just recently started to get this weird odor to it. So that's how long it has lasted me, just saying. Okay, so this is what I was saying. This is a nice, quick way to clean your transfer. So now my transfer is clean. I just go like this. Now it's dry, and I can put it right back on here. And that way, cleanup process goes a lot faster when I'm done. The canoe, I'm gonna rinse that one in the sink just because it's a little bit bigger. But this is just so quick and easy. The bigger transfers, it's a little harder because you go through more wipes, but you know, if you're out in public and you are doing a workshop, this helps instead of hauling around big buckets of water. Okay, so speaking of workshops, I have a decent amount of them planned for the next couple weeks coming up. Obviously, we'll have a break in between Easter, but have a bunch coming up. And so I just wanted to kind of see what is everybody's opinions on projects. So do you like, you know, canvas projects? Do you like wood? I did one of those stove covers, one of the stovetop covers, which is also called a noodle board, which I just recently found that out. So lots of different options, lots of fun things that we can do as a class if you guys want to. You know what, I'm going to put these down here actually. I'm going to cover in front of the canoe with the fishing poles. That's what I'm going to do. It'll be right across the bottom. This one I'm going to fuzz because I'm going to go over top of this paste. And I don't want to put it down and then lift it up and pull the paste up with me. So to fuzz, I just stick it on my clothes a couple times, then lift it back up. I'm going to stick it here on my arm. You can't really see that. There we go. So now we got some fuzz on the back, and that way when I lift this, it won't peel that paste up. I'm also going to blow dry it really quick too, just to be safe. Oh, I got transfers everywhere sticking over here. Okay. Oh my, let me so clumsy. Okay, here we go. Drop this on the floor. I'm knocking everything over. Okay, so let's put this close to the line over here. There we go. And so since I just want to kind of keep things to like not a lot of colors so that it's a simple sign, I want to do bait shop in a different color. I'm thinking like teal. I really like the teal on black. I also have this green though, and this might actually go better. I will do green. Yes, it is hard to pinpoint because options are just endless for surfaces. So, and it's hard to think about that when you're not, practicing with this stuff every day. So, if I'm saying, hey, let's do like a tote bag, someone might not quite understand that we can do, oh, look at me getting paste everywhere, that we can do this on, any surface imaginable. Okay, so I'm just going to do this whole thing in green just to keep it simple. And then I think I'm going to do the same thing with that bait shop. Do that in green, and then one more thing in gray. I was thinking of doing those oars. God, I love this green. So this green is called Kiwi. I think called Kiwi. And I just love it. It will look so nice if you're doing leaves and you mix it with the darker green and the lighter green. There we go. Oh, it's so pretty. Just so bright. Nice pop. Oh, you did, oh, on a pizza pan. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was, where is that towel? I thought it, oh, there it is. I thought it was a piece of wood. Oh wait, am I thinking of the right one? You'll have to send me a picture of the pizza pan that you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about, but for some reason I thought it was wood. So here you can start to see what I mean. Like this isn't really that big, but start going through some wipes here. But it works so good, and it's just so quick and easy. I love it. Such quick cleanup. And you flip it over, and you just wipe off the back, and this gets all that fuzzing that we did. This will take that off. I mean, not everything. It's not going to be like 100% the same as when you got it off the backing to begin with, but that's okay because when you go to use it again, you're going to refuzz it anyway. So I promise you, these things do hold up. I had a pillow cover that I did. I'm not sure if you guys watched it. Oh wait, no, that wasn't a live. But I used the same exact transfer 24 times on there, so it does work. Okay, so gone fishing. I'm gonna do bait shop actually in gray, and then I'm gonna do these oars. Or maybe I'll do the oars first, and then bait shop underneath in gray. Yeah, I'll do that. That way just kind of break up the color a little bit. So let me fuzz these. All right. And I'm going to get these a little close just so that I have room for the bait shop. So I think Eva's going to be a little upset because she wanted to dye Easter eggs tonight, but I wanted to craft. I wanted to do a live. I'm actually, my goal is to do a live every day for the next 7 days just to show you guys some fun, different things that we can do. So I hope you're ready to see my shining face for the next 7 days. As awake as I can possibly try and be. Let me just clean this one really quick. My poor kitchen table has so much chalk paste on it. It needs like a good, I need to get one of those like air blowers that you use on like a keyboard and get the chalk paste out of like crevices. This is super cute. This is going to be, I think, really fun to even go with the camper. Camper seems to probably be, I would say, my most popular one right now. And so I want to do a couple more like camper classes. And I feel like these, you know, the gone fishing and stuff with the camper is going to just be so super cute. Okay. Right. I'm going to blow dry this really quick. Bait shop in gray. And I have this fish that I want to put on here too. Just trying to think where, I guess I could kind of put that almost anywhere. Bait shop. All right. Oh, I need to clean my squeegee. Which I have other squeegees. I just felt like just using this one. I like this one. So when I first started, they had 2 different types of squeegees. There was this one, which is the small. Yeah, hon. They're in the bag. Ask Cody. I think he might know where they are. I forget what I was saying. Oh, they had this one, which is the small squeegee, and it goes this way. You can see the beveled edge is only right here on the end. And then they had another one that was called a small squeegee that went this way, and the beveled edge was down here. And that one was nice because you could cut it in half, which essentially was this size. And that was neat because you can use it for all these like little spaces that you wanted to get into. And so I started cutting all of my squeegees, even these big ones, like in half, just because I liked having a smaller squeegee to work with. But now I've been going back to this one and I really like it again. There we go. Ooh, that's so cute. Now I just have my little fish. And I should put him like here, like it's jumping out of the canoe. That's kind of funny. But people that fish would probably think that's silly. Should I do the fish in the same color in this green, or should I do it completely different? So you guys tell me. I have many, many, many colors available. I mean, I don't want to like mix up too much color, so I do kind of want to stick with the green. I also have like this green. But I think I want to stick with this green. So now, do I put the fish like up here?
He said if this
or
table
out here? I could even put it like up against the fish hook. Maybe I'll do that.
She threw it over here somewhere.
They're all in one bag. Everything is in one bag.
Ow! I see 2 bags. Found them.
Do a couple, yeah. I should. Like maybe a couple up here. I'm gonna do that. Let's do a couple because they're cute. And it kind of makes, it's a, you know, it would make sense. So here's a fun trick too. If you're gonna be using the same transfer a couple times, keep your paste thin on your transfer. So you put this on, and then what I do is make sure you wipe it really good. Keep it real nice and thin. So when you lift it to use it again, it's not too, it's not going to be thick on your screen, and so you can go ahead and use it again. Once it starts getting too full of paste, then you got to rinse and start. Then you can use it again. But I've noticed that if you keep it, you know, the paste pretty thin on it, it works pretty well. So gone fishing, bait shop, and then I'll just put one more down here, I think. How's that? Looks good. I like it. You guys think any more fish? Or you think the 3 is good? Gone. Maybe one. Nah, I think that's good. Let's just stick with that. Sometimes less is more. Let me just wipe this off really quick. Wipe off my fish. This would also be a nice quick way if you did have too much paste on your transfer and you wanted to keep using it a bunch of times. This is the nice trick for just wiping it off and using it again right away. All right. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this, I'm going to put the frame back on. And so I'm going to show you how to do that. Let me just wipe this off, and always keep your lid on your paste so it doesn't dry up. Okay, so here's how we put our frame back on. So what I do is I just line it back up to where I want it to go. Just like this. Looks good. And then I hold my 2 sides. So when I flip it over, it's nice and tight. And so you need a staple gun, which I did bring. Just gotta remember where I put it. What did I do with the staple gun? I know I brought it up here. What did I do with it? I will be, sorry guys, I will be right back because I think I might have left it on my box. I don't know where the staple gun is. I swear I just had it.
You know they're windy.
I know, I had to go get the staple gun. You should have entertained them for me. Here, don't bump this though, I need this.
I wish I didn't know you wanted to.
Okay, I'm
Hello.
back. Let me flip this over and make sure I didn't bump
Hello.
it. I did. See, it moved.
Abby.
No, that was me.
Gone fishing. Bait shop.
Okay.
Ah! Mom, so you see
So I
this?
start here on one side.
Oh, that's loud.
It's a staple gun.
I didn't hear it.
So now I go to my opposite side and I want to keep stretching this.
Ooh, speaking of staples. Don't staple yourself, Mother.
I will try my hardest not to. Can you please move though? I would appreciate it.
That's what I'm doing.
Thank you.
No problem, Mother.
All right. So here you want to just kind of like pull on these and stretch it a little bit. That way when you flip it back over, it's not going to be all like wavy and stuff on the front. Okay, do my corner here. Oh, this is cute. almost got my sides. And then I just do a couple extra staples just to make sure. Okay, so now I just go over. And I don't know why some of these are not going. This happens to me all the time. Certain spots on the wood, the staples stick out. And then I usually just take a hammer and pound those in. Okay, so now we have our canvas, and so to finish this, I trim it from the back. That way I can see what I'm doing, and I can see how close to the wood I am with my canvas. Like this, and then I can either I could use like a command strip, and I can hang this on my wall since it's nice and light, and that way too I don't have to put a hole in my wall with a nail if I don't want to. Or I could staple a string onto here so it hangs by a string. One more side. Okay, and there you have it. You guys got yourself a quick and easy reverse canvas sign. So what do you guys think? If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Give me a like and a share, and I appreciate it, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good Monday evening.